Something just really hit me, so I'm going to share it with you. A book called Mental Wealth. I just listened to it, an audiobook, pretty much done with it. Got a few more minutes on it. But the book was very interesting. It said one thing: is money your slave, or do you use it as a tool? We all think that we need all this money. Are you focusing on your bank account every single day, expecting money to magically appear? Are you looking at your checkbook and counting every dime that you spend? When you go out to eat and you leave a tip, are you wondering how much you should tip? Are you living your life as though this is the last dollar you'll ever have? Will you give that dollar away if you had to? Will you trust that it will come back to you, circulate back to you? Are any of these things resonating with you? Are you always living in lack? Lack is simply you don't have enough. Are you still struggling to get more and more money? There's got to be more ways to get money. There's nothing wrong with brainstorming. What I'm trying to explain to you is there's people that literally make more money and spend more money. Make more money, spend more money. Make more money, spend more money. But the wealthy do something different than we do. For every dollar they make, they try to make 2, 3, 5, 10, even 100, even 1,000, even $1 million off that $1. Every one of them. They have skills that they learn, sometimes from their parents, sometimes from others, sometimes by accident. They set up systems. They do all kinds of things to make it possible to do this. Whereas you see the first car on the block and say, I got to have that. But you don't even own it. You go out here, you get a 5, 6, 10-year loan. Say, look what I bought. What'd you buy? You bought a liability. If you don't know what liabilities are, I recommend you look them up and learn them about them. But I bought assets. I got a 401k. Well, here's something to look at too. Don't ever put all your eggs in one basket. A friend of mine lost $100,000 in one day when a 401k went under, and he was getting close to retirement. So when you get closer to your retiring age, whatever that may be, for some it's sooner than you think. Some of you may have to take it because of medical reasons and other things else. And here's some things you need to start looking at. Don't break your body down. You only get one avatar. When you destroy it, you can't rebuild it. I love this saying, I got to go find a job. So you have 3 ways to make money. You can either go work for somebody and make a paycheck. So now you're working by the hour. There's only 24 hours in a day. 86,400 seconds in a minute, I believe is a day. So you can break that down any way you want to. So you're working by the hour. You work 30 to 40 years to make somebody wealthy. But most people that get wealthy do not do it by working a job. They do it by working for themselves. But I could fail. First attempt in learning, you may fail. You may fail many times. But I want to share this with you because it really blew me away. And I got a few minutes, so I'll do it. There was a man who met one of the actors. And now it'll come to me in a minute. Just give me a minute. But this man's name was Michael. And he met a very famous actor. And he decided that he was going to be a writer and the other was going to be an actor. The actor became famous. I mean, real famous. He was beyond anything you could compare to. And he literally went out and went on his way. But he remembered his friend Michael, who was a writer. And he sent him to different directors, sometimes taking his own thing and whatnot. And the truth was, they didn't like what he had to say. They didn't like how he did things. They didn't like how his stuff turned out. And he got frustrated and eventually said that. But his friend still remembered him. So he kept on going with him, whatnot, and everywhere he could think of. But in the end, he went and let him stay with him and his wife. And to his wife said, look, he's got to go. This guy's just got no ambition. All he does is write, sleep, nothing else. He don't have any say so. He don't want to get up and do anything. He's got to go. So he left, thinking it was all over. So he ended up washing dishes at a Chinese restaurant for minimum wage. That's the only job he could find at the time because of his mentality. But his friend never forgot him. He still remembered everything, but at the same time, something happened to this man. He never quit writing. He kept writing, almost obsessed with something that nobody would see. He eventually wrote a book about this, and he decided to have it published. He went through 30 publishers before they finally picked it up. And he went through everything and started about all these things. And the next thing you know, he was literally doing all these things. So as time went on, his friend found the book. His friend invested $75,000 of his own money to help him to make this a movie. He was so obsessed with the book, he could not put it down. And he's like, wow, this is really great. He couldn't believe he had written it. And when the movie went over budget, his friend spent $3 million to make sure the movie was made. The movie was Dancing with Wolves. The man was Michael Blake. And I cannot remember the other guy's name to save my life right now. It will come to me, but unfortunately, today is not the day, I guess. The point is this: don't ever give up when nobody sees nothing happening for you, because it may be your breakthrough that you never knew you had. But those who quit, first attempt in learning, never succeed. As always, love yourself, for you truly are well loved. Keep dreaming, keep going, keep pursuing them. Nobody's going to do this but you. Goodbye.